you doing, 22 caliber participants? My name is Captain Stephanie Lincoln, and I'm sure you already know me from doing all the workout videos with the 22 caliber fitness program, but I wanted to specifically address how to make things harder. Now, some of you, you're not ready for this. I mean, it's not where you're at right now in your fitness journey, and you don't need to progress. And I show some progressions in some of the daily WOD videos, so make sure to kind of listen for those tips that I'm giving you along the way. But I wanted to do an entire video just about how to progress the 22 caliber fitness moves. So we have 27 exercises, right, that we do in the 22 caliber fitness program. The timing advice to you is to work for 20 seconds as hard as you can, and then take a 10-second transition to get to the next move. And then you do 9 exercises. And then you do those 9 exercises for 6 rounds. So it's a total of about 27 minutes of work, depending on how much break you put in between each round. So the first tip I'm gonna give you for making things harder, so maybe you've arrived on our 22 caliber program and you're already pretty fit. You know, maybe this is just kind of switching things up. I want to do something different. Or maybe I've never done high intensity intervals before, but I'm pretty fit. So I haven't heard once from anybody yet that hasn't said the program as it is isn't challenging enough. But maybe a couple weeks in, it's starting to not feel as challenging. So at Fireteam Whiskey, all we're interested in is making sure that you're progressing. And that theme for the 22 caliber fitness program is faster, higher, stronger. You cannot get faster, higher, stronger unless you are progressing. So you need to reevaluate at the end of each week and make sure that you are progressing yourself. So maybe you look back and go, all right, towards the end I wasn't feeling as challenged. So here are some tips to take it to the next level. So there's a few things you can try. You don't have to try them all. Maybe try one and it takes you to the level where you need to be right now. Maybe you need to go all the way with all 3 of these tips, okay? So the first one is play with the timing, all right? So you hear me all the time, I'm gonna take a break for this round, all right? So that means I'm taking that 10-second transition in between exercise A and exercise B. Sometimes you're feeling a little froggy, maybe you wanna skip the break. So it only takes me, maybe I'm doing high knee here, and I've gotta go down to the floor for the next move. It only takes me about 3 seconds to get down here. So I can go right into the next move. So that's what I mean about skipping the break. Now, did I have about 3 seconds of a break? Sure. But you're cutting down that time, so it's taking that intensity a little higher. Now, you can go ahead, set your own timer, write down your exercises. So I have my exercise sheet right here. You can see it's all written up. You can see how many times I've used it. It's all crumbled up. You get a lot of use out of this. Print out your sheet and circle the ones you're doing that day, all right? And put it in front of you, set your own timer. Maybe you want to do the exercises for 30 seconds apiece. So I have a 30-second count already preset out on this timer right now. So I'm gonna show you how long 30 seconds is. It's a lot longer than you think. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do jumping jacks for 30 seconds. So again, it's about going as fast as you can. It's a long time. We're still going. It's half a minute, guys. Whoa. That gives you an idea of how long 30 seconds is. So, take it from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Then maybe take the 10-second break. So you see where I'm going here. Play with it, all right? So maybe you do a round like that. I'm out of breath. Just 30 seconds. It's a long time to do a cardio interval, guys, especially at that intensity. All right, so maybe you're thinking, you know, I don't really want to mess with the timing. I want to do the WOD with Captain Lincoln. And, you know, I like just kind of following her, hearing her, and her is me. And, you know, so she doesn't do 30-second intervals. Okay, fine. Let's take it to the next step then. So what you can do next is just add a strength training day. It's that simple. So maybe you're just doing the WODs as your routine, and you want to follow the timing that we're doing on the videos. So that's perfectly fine. You love the videos, I love you for it. Add a strength training day. So maybe on the rest day, you do strength training day, or maybe you do your WOD and then pick up some weights. You can see I have lots of strength training stuff behind me. Then maybe do 15-20 minutes of weights. So everybody's routine is different, right? Maybe you don't have time to do 2 workouts, okay? I totally understand that. Then just cut the WOD for the day and do a strength training. At least get 1 day a week. 2 is definitely what I recommend for people. So if you're doing our WODs, maybe take 2 of those days. If you don't have time to do a second workout, then do a strength training day. It doesn't matter what you do, just work with some weights, do uppers and lowers, make sure you get your arms, make sure you get your legs, maybe do a little abs. We do a lot of abs with our WODs, but extra is great too. So, you know, pick up a set of dumbbells, do what you need to do. If you are feeling really froggy, then you can add weight to your WOD. All right, so now you're like, how do you do that? Well, I'm gonna show you. And you probably spotted it behind me. This is my handy dandy weighted vest. You can buy them on Amazon. I have links on the Fireteam Whiskey website to the ones that we like. Oh, put it over my head would be nice. There we go. This is 20 pounds. So for probably most people, most men, I'll say, this is a good starting weight. For women, maybe start at 8 pounds, work your way up. See if you can get a vest. And again, the link to this one is on the Fireteam Whiskey website. Go right to it, find it. Get this one if this is one you want. What I like about this one is you can take the weights out. So maybe I'm not feeling like I want to do this 20-pound weight today. Maybe I want to do 10. So I can take half of these out. That means it's half the weight, right? So that's what I like about this vest and the other vest we have posted, is that all the weights are removable. So you gotta make sure and look out for that. So go to fireteamwhiskey.com, get the link to the ones that we recommend for our WODs. And it's camo, so how do you not love it, all right? So, adding weights to our WODs, I'm telling you, wow, it's gonna hurt. But give it a try. If you need something harder, you know, maybe do just 1 round with a weighted vest. And then you're good, and do the rest of the WOD without it. I tell you, the round you do afterwards without the weight will feel a lot easier. So I'm just gonna give you a demonstration of a couple of the moves with the weighted vest, so you kind of get a feel for it. So, of course, weighted push-ups. How much harder are these, right? So maybe push-ups are your strength and you're really good at these and you can just bang out 100 in a minute. Add your weighted vest. Do 10. Woo! Oh yeah, let's start it. I just broke out in a like really intense sweat. So that was challenging. All right, so let me show you. Let's do a cardio move. Let's do high knee mummy runs. All right, again. So it's just adding the body weight. Woo! Oh boy, that makes it much harder. What about a strength? How about clock lunges with the weight? Oh yeah. That makes those lunges and squats a lot harder. All right, so what if you don't want to get a vest? All right, I get it. You don't want a fancy vest. You don't want to look cool. I get it. Then you can also just add, I'm going to do a lighter weight though, guys, because here's why. If I picked up a 20-pound dumbbell and did high knee mummies, that'd be cool. But for other exercises, it may not be feasible to hold a weight, obviously, like push-ups. How can I do push-ups with a dumbbell? Maybe I can see if I can balance it on my back. I won't advise that. So there will be some exercises that you can't do weighted because you don't have your hands free. All right, now that I'm thoroughly out of breath, we're progressed. So the other one is add elevation. Here's your last tip for making the 22 caliber fitness exercises harder, which some of you are like, no thank you. But I love the ones that say, yes, I'm gonna try it. At least I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Add elevation. What do I mean? Check out what's going on over here. You see I have many sizes of plyo boxes, right? These are fairly inexpensive, these ones that you put together yourself. So all you need is a drill, basically. They send you the pieces. I made it cool by spray painting FTW on it. And what I love about this one is that you get a couple of different heights for this one. So you can see this one's a little higher. So you got your 16-inch here. And the link, guess what? The link to this is on the Fire Team website. And then you have, what is this? Oh, 12 inches. 12 inches on this side. All right, so you have a couple of heights to play with. So there's a way to amp up some of the exercises. Not all of them. Not all of them are going to be feasible to add the elevation. All right, so like I can't really do jumping jacks on the box. That doesn't make any sense. But I can do plank walk on the box. Here's how. So I'm going to take my hands out and put my feet up on the box. Make sure I get my back nice and straight. Wrists under shoulders again. And I'm going to do plank walk side to side. Ooh, maybe I want to come all the way around. Oh, this is awesome. So that's pretty cool, huh? So when you add elevation, you're adding that extra challenge. You can do push-ups with your feet up. All right, let me show you hip lifts. So I'm going to place my feet on the box. Don't worry, I'm going to get you cardio in a minute. I know that's what you're thinking. You're like, all right, I got it. It's obvious. So again, it adds that elevation. I'm forcing myself to have a greater range of motion here when you add elevation. All right, if you want to see high knee drivers on the box. I'm going to turn to the side here. So I'm going to do single sides here, or I'll show you double. So single. So again, like I do on the floor, coming across with that knee. I'm not reaching my arms up high enough. There we go. And then do the other side for the next round. Or, this in the middle here. This requires a little bit of coordination. I'll start with my foot up. Drive, step down. Drive, step down. All right. Clock lunges. I'll show you strength, another strength. This back. So I'm going to just isolate one of the movements. So I'm going to do the forward lunge movements. You can do single legs or switch. I prefer not to do that because it takes time to switch. So round 1, do this leg. Round 2, do this leg. Round 3, squat. Round 4, other side. Round 5, starting up, lunging down. So you get that rear lunge. And then round 6, other leg. Isn't that convenient? You can do all of the exercises with each leg doing plyo. So if you have any questions about how to make your WOD harder, let your cadre know. Watch this video first and then ask your cadre. So they may have some good tips, or maybe you're kind of like, how do I make flutter kicks harder? They'll give you some tips on how to do that. All right, so we're here with you. We're partnering with you to make you faster, jump higher, and get stronger. So this is Captain Lincoln with Fireteam Whiskey, and I just talked to you about how to make the 22 caliber fitness workouts even harder. Thanks for joining.